Hi everyone, my name is Deepak Kumar and I am a physics faculty. Today we are going to discuss one very important topic that is called work energy theorem. So it is a part of a very important chapter that is called work power energy. So by the help of this theorem we are going to find one relation that how the network done on any body will affect the kinetic energy of the body itself. Okay, so let me first write the theorem itself. What does it states? Okay, so it states that means which one? This work energy theorem. It states that work done by all the forces acting on a particle will be equal to the change in kinetic energy of the particle, means what does it state? Okay, the work done, okay, work by all the forces acting on the particle, means suppose if on a particle there is a 3 and 4 forces are acting, then work done by all the forces, not 1 2 but all the forces acting on the particle will be equal to the change in, what we can say, change in kinetic energy of the particle, we can say. So in the mathematical form, if I want to express this theorem, so what we can say, work done, okay, by all the forces, okay, all the forces will be equals to how much? Change in kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, if I am writing with K E, K means K stand for kinetic, E for energy, kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, we can say, or we can also write this one as delta K E, we can say, means change in kinetic energy, we can say, change in kinetic energy. So this is saying work done by all the forces equals to what we can say, change in kinetic energy. Sometimes it can be also be written W all means due to all the forces acting on the particle itself. So let me prove this theorem itself, how we can say, okay, due to all the forces will be equals to change in kinetic energy of any particle on which all the forces are acting. So in the previous classes we have learned, okay, work done, okay, look here I am proving for the variable force, but the theorem will remain true even for the constant force itself, we can say. So work done, if I am writing, okay, work done due to all the forces equals to what we can say, it is integration. If I am writing net force, okay, all the force means we can say also net force dot T S we are writing. Okay, net force means, the net force means it is summation of all the forces acting on the particle we are writing. So think about, okay, if I am taking a mass M, a block of mass M, and on that the net force I am writing is acting, that is F net, we can say, and result of that this block has gone a very small displacement, that I am writing ds, we can say. How much we are writing? That is ds. V initially if I am writing here, so it will come how much? Vx I cap, okay, initial Vy, okay, initial j cap, and it will come Vz initial k cap, we can say. And similarly V final, if I will write, it will come how much? Vx final I cap and Vy final j cap, and last one what we can say, Vz final k cap, we can say. So this is we can write in the Cartesian coordinate, x component, y component and z component of the initial velocity and final velocity. So we are going to use these things in this one, okay, that's why I have taken as a reference itself. So F net, okay, F net we can also write, if mass of the particle is m, so m into net acceleration, we can say dot how much it will come, d s, we can say. ds we are writing elementary displacement. So here as mass of the particle is constant, okay, so what we can say acceleration we can also write in the Cartesian coordinate form ax I cap, ay j cap, and az k cap we can say. Dot elementary displacement, that is how much we can say dx I cap plus dy j cap plus dz k cap we can say. So this is what we have written elementary. So dot product if I will take here, so it will come how much m, it will come ax into dx, I dot I will come okay, I dot I will come how much 1 itself, I dot j 0, I dot k 0, so it will come ax dx. Similarly it will come ay dy, and last one will come how much az dz we can say. So if look here, the variable is I am taking x and expression I am writing x, variable is dy, here I am writing ay, this is az and this is dz. So I want to express this expression in terms of elementary displacement of dx itself. So how much we can write? So it will come vx d vx by dx into dx we can write, okay, and another one will come how much vy dy, okay, so vy dvy by dy into dy we can say. This acceleration I am writing in this form, acceleration I am writing, x I am writing in this form, and similar way z will come how much vz d vz by dz into dz. So here what we can say, this dx dy and dz we can say it will cancel out, okay, dx dy and dz will cancel out. So how much we can say, it will come m and this will come vx dx. Okay, let me take okay m common from each and every part, and I am performing this integration on one by one term itself. So vx it will come how much d vx we can say. Next it will come integration vy dvy, and the last one will come how much vz dvz we can say. And limit initially, okay, particle initial speed in the x direction was how much vx initial, later time it will become vx final we can say. So I am substituting vx initial to vx final, vy initial to vy final, and vz initial to vz final. So integration, if I will perform this integration, because right hand side I am doing all the things, that is equals to work done by all the forces. So let me write how much it will become, okay. So after taking this, okay, if I am taking this m outside, okay, integration of vx with respect to dvx, it will come how much vx square by 2, limit will come how much vx initial to vx final we can say. Similar way another term will come how much vy, okay, a square by 2, it will come how much vy initial to vy final, and last one how much it will come vz a square by 2 v, it will write vz initial to vz final we can say. So after substituting 2 anyway it is common we can say, so I am taking 2 outside, so m by 2 if I will take outside, it will come how much vx final square, okay, sorry, vx final, just one second, what we can say, okay, if I will write 2 common vx final square minus vx initial square, okay, and similar way what we can say, if I will substitute vy final square minus vy initial square, and similar way the last one upper limit vz final square minus vz, okay, z component vz initial square we can say. So we have substituted the limit. Now what we are going to do, we are going to collect all the final term together and all the initial term together itself we can say. So after, okay, collecting the final and initial term together, what we can say m by 2, and this will become how much vx final square plus vy final square plus vz final square we can say. All x, y and z together minus vx initial square, vy initial square Vz initial square. Now you can see from there. So this Vx final square plus Vy final square plus Vz final square, it is nothing but final speed square we can say, because if V final magnitude if you calculate, that will be nothing but final speed we can say, and it will give you what, under root Vx final square plus Vy final square plus Vz, what we can say, final square. So if you take a square root, okay, a square both side, so this will give you what, m by 2. This will give you V final square, and this one V initial square we can say. So if I will multiply this m by 2 inside, so we can say half m V final square minus half m V initial square we can say. So from here what we can see, okay, the one more last step to work done by all the forces equals to how much we can say. This is kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial. This is final kinetic energy and this is your initial kinetic energy. So work done by all the forces. Okay, all the forces will be equal to how much? Delta K. So you can see here we have proved work energy theorem. Work done by all the forces equals to change in kinetic energy. So let me take one example how we can see from the example it is still valid or not we can say. Okay, so I am erasing this part here. Okay, this work energy theorem part I am erasing, and we are going to look for one solved example of this work energy theorem we can say. Okay, so here think about that. Okay, there is a smooth plane I am taking. Okay, I am taking a very smooth plane. A smooth plane. On the plane, what I am doing, I am placing one block of mass 1 kg in such a way that from one side 110 Newton force has been applied, and from the other side what happened, 5 Newton force has been applied. So now we are going to prove that one. Okay, what is that? Work energy theorem. Okay, I want to find, okay, I want to prove that work done by all the forces in the first 5 seconds will be equals to change in kinetic energy of the body in the first 5 seconds. So what prove that work done by all the forces acting on 1 kg block, okay, block will be equal to change in kinetic energy will be equal to what? Change in kinetic energy in, let's take, okay, first 5 seconds. So time again it is your choice, you can take that, okay, you can change the time also, but the result will not be affected. So proof, what we want to that, prove that work done by all the forces acting on 1 kg block will be equal to change in kinetic energy in the first 5 seconds. So first we have to calculate in the first 5 seconds how much work every force will do on this block itself. So how many force? One is 10 Newton, and okay, let me say this force is I am saying F1 and this force is saying F2. Another force will be in the upward direction that I am writing for a moment N1 to avoid the confusion with this Newton. Normal force I am writing N1 and down weight force I am writing that will be equal to mg. For a moment G I am taking 10, okay, so it will come 1 into 10 itself, and that will come how much? 10 Newton. So let's calculate one by one. Okay, how much work will be done by all the forces. So before, okay, one more assumption here we are taking initial velocity of the particle we are taking 0. Okay, to make the calculation easy itself. So initial velocity is 0. So first let's calculate what will be acceleration of the block as a result of application of these horizontal forces itself. So if block I am drawing this 1 kg block, so right side force is acting how much? That is 10 Newton we can say, and left side force is acting, that is 5 Newton we can say. So as surface is a smooth we can say, so there will be no friction. Okay, as surface is a smooth, so there will be no friction. So as a result of this horizontal force, there will be acceleration in the body itself, and that is what we can say net force equals to mass into acceleration. So 10 minus 5 Newton equals to mass, that is 1 kg into acceleration we can say. So acceleration how much we can get? 5 meter per second square we can say. How much we got? 5 meter per second square. So let's find two important things. Okay, in the first 5 seconds, how much displacements this body will undergo. So you can see this acceleration is in the right direction, that is how much we got? 5 meter per second square. As a result of that, this body will get displacement in the right direction we can say. Its body will get displaced in the right direction we can say. How much that displacement will come? Yes, if you write, it will come ut plus half a t square. U is how much we can say? Initial velocity is 0, 0 into 5, half into acceleration, that is 5 into time is how much we got? 5, so it will come 5 square, and this whole thing if you write, it will come 25 into 5, 125 by 2 meter we can say. How much we got? If I want to write water velocity, final velocity after t equals to 5 seconds, so it will come u plus 80. Initial velocity is 0, acceleration is 5, and time is also 5, so it will come how much? 25 meter per second. Now one by one, we have to prove that one work done by all the forces will be equals to change in kinetic energy of the particle in the first 5 seconds. Okay, so let's do that one. So what we are going to do, I am doing this question. If you have noted this one, then so from here in the first 5 seconds, what is the speed of a particle we got? Okay, v initial was 0 and v final how much we got? 25 meter per second. Okay, in the first 5 seconds, remember as acceleration was constant, so displacement also we got, that is equals to how much? In the right direction displacement we got, that is 125 by 2 meter. 125 by 2 meter. So let me just find first. Okay, work energy theorem, what it does it say? Work done by all the forces equals to, okay, all the forces equals to change in kinetic energy, means k final minus k initial. So first let me take RHS, okay, right hand side we can say. So k final half m v final square minus half m v initial square we can say. Half mass is 1 kg, v final speed how much we got? 25 square we have to find, half into mass 1 kg, v initial is how much we can say? 0, it was 0 square, so it will become how much? 25 square, 625 by 2 minus 0, it will come how much? 625 by 2 joules. Now we got RHS, that is how much? 625 by 2 becomes. Now LHS. LHS means what we have to do? We have to find first work done by all the forces. Means work done by F1 plus work done by F2 plus work done by N1 plus work done by weight force. Sum of all the work done should give you equals to change in kinetic energy. So let's first find work done by F1. F1 means this force. Force has been applied in the right direction. Okay, you can see the F1 on the block. Okay, this F1 has been applied in the right direction. A result of that, displacement also happened in the right direction. So theta will become how much? 0 degree, because angle between force and displacement will become how much? 0. So you can write mod F1 mod S cos 0 degree. So F1 10 Newton, displacement how much? 125 by 2 into cos 0 is 1 we can say. So it will come how much? 2, okay, 5 times we can cancel out. So it will come 625 joule we can say. Work done by F2 if I will write. Now you can see for the F2 on the block, F2 is acting in the left direction, 5 Newton is acting in the left direction, but displacement happen in the right direction. So angle here theta will come how much? 180 degree. So if I will write mod F2 mod S cos 180 degree. So F2 is how much? 5 Newton, displacement 125 by 2 cos 180 degree. Cos 180 degree how much? Minus 1 we can say. So this will come how much? 625 by 2 with minus sign, we can say joule, we can say. Okay, now work done by normal force, if I write N1, so normal force is upward direction. Okay, you can see here normal force is in upward direction and displacement happen in the right direction. So this angle will become how much, theta? 90 degree, we can say. So no need, okay, we can write N1 displacement is, okay, and cos 90 degrees. So as even it is non-zero, displacement is non-zero, but angle is 90 degrees, so work done due to normal force become how much? 0. Similar way, work done due to weight force. Weight force means mg, it is acting downward. Remember, weight force is acting downward, that is I am writing how much? mg, displacement happen in the right direction. Okay, it happened in the right direction. Again, theta will come how much? 90 degree. So you can write mg into mod s, but it will come how much? Cos 90 degree. So cos 90 degree is 0, so whole thing will become 0 becomes. So RHS we got, that is how much? 625 by 2. So LHS, if I am writing left hand side, that is work done by all the forces. All the forces we can say. So from here, all the forces means what we can say? Work done by F1 plus work done by F2 plus work done by normal plus work done by weight force, we can say. Work done by weight force, we can say. So work done by F1. F1 how much we can say? How much we got? 625 joule. Work done by F2 how much we got? Minus 625 by 2. Okay, plus work done by normal 0. Work done by weight force is also 0. So you can see how much we are getting? 625 by 2 joule. How much we got? 625 by 2 joule. So you can see from here, RHS how much we got? 625 by 2, and LHS also we got 625 by 2. So after looking these two terms, LHS and RHS, what we can say? We have proved the work energy theorem itself, we can say. Okay, the work done by all the forces will be equals to change in kinetic. Here we have done assuming the constant force, but it will remain true even for variable forces. So today class, what we can say? Here let me write LHS is equals to RHS, hence proved, we can say. Okay, what we can say? It got proved, we can say. So here I will stop. Okay, I will stop the today discussion here itself. Again, we will continue some more interesting topic in the next class. Until then, thank you for watching. Okay, thank you.